The Dragon Quest series scored a breakthrough in the West with the release of Dragon Quest IX last summer, and Square Enix shows no sign of slowing down with the latest entry. Dragon Quest VI: Realms of Revelation is an enhanced remake of the 1995 Super Famicom game that never saw release in North America. Utilizing updated visuals, tweaked mechanics, and brand new content, is this one of the last must-own RPGs for the Nintendo DS. Dragon Quest VI is a tale of two worlds. The story opens with 4 warriors failing to stop an evil fiend hell-bent on conquering the world. You're then transported to an entirely different realm, a dream world situated high above the real one. While the major plotline centers on discovering your true identity en route to thwarting the evil threatening both worlds, it's a fractured narrative that never really finds its footing. Instead, each new objective comes with its own unique scenario, and it's in these individual tales where you'll find the best stories that Dragon Quest VI has to offer. That said, they do lack as a whole the sort of sweeping drama that the series is known for. Initially, Dragon Quest VI feels narrow-focused and linear, but it eventually cuts you loose. It's at this point that the game hits its stride, at many points allowing you to complete your objectives in any order you choose, and there's some real fun to be had in taking a detour every now and then. You can expect loads of side quests and roadside attractions that reward you for your meanderings, and there's generally a heavy emphasis on exploration, be it on foot or atop a flying bed, and on collecting loads of loot. The high random encounter rate could potentially turn you off, but it's sort of a necessary evil. By the time you reach a boss, the sheer amount of experience you've acquired ensures you'll have a sporting chance, which sure beats ex post facto grinding for hours on end. The one exception is when you approach the end game, where odds are you'll be significantly below the minimum level to put up a fight unless you've logged serious hours into all of the side objectives. Dragon Quest VI is very forgiving in the face of defeat. You'll return to a previous checkpoint with all your progress intact should you fall, though you'll incur a financial penalty. Additionally, the cost to revive individual party members increases with their level, so while experience isn't lost, falling in battle late in the game is a costly proposition. It's a fair compromise, given that the enemies put up quite a challenge. Battles are manageable in the early goings, but eventually, the monsters crank it up a notch, delivering some stiff competition. Dragon Quest VI will keep you occupied for at least 40 or so hours, and there's tons of stuff to do post-game. There's no multiplayer option in the vein of Dragon Quest IX, but there is a tag mode where players can leave customized messages via local Wi-Fi. Dragon Quest VI is packed with turn-based battles. Commanding your party is simple and straightforward. You manually issue orders to each individual member and then watch the action unfold. You can also streamline the process by using canned AI settings, which dictate how specific party members will act in battle. Doing so will certainly speed things up, but don't expect it to effectively automate tough encounters. Initially, each member of your party has a fixed class, but you eventually gain the ability to switch their jobs. You're free to toggle back and forth between them, but you can only do so at a specific location. The skills your characters gain as they advance in job ranks are permanently retained, resulting in a level of customization that encourages mixing and matching to suit your preferences. You also unlock more advanced classes as you level through your jobs. There are plenty of recreational activities available outside of the core combat experience, like the Slip and Slime minigame, which plays out like curling, though with an odd twist. Slip and Slime is notable in that it's one of the rare instances where a game like this makes good use of stylus input. You can also lose yourself for hours in the mini casinos found throughout the world, where winning big nets you extremely rare gear. For those with a fashion sense, a runway competition is available, and though you no longer collect pet monsters, you can still get your fill of slime-on-slime action in the Slime Arena. Blending 2D and 3D visuals is a risky proposition, but Dragon Quest VI puts its contemporaries on notice. The environments are chock full of detail, and the sprite animation is some of the best seen on the platform. The soundtrack is full of updated classics that will resonate with those familiar with them, but it could have benefited from some more variety. Overall, though, the package is top shelf. The DS has been good to RPG fans over the years, so it's somewhat poetic that Dragon Quest VI sees the system off into the sunset. It's a game that lets veterans reminisce over days gone by, while allowing newcomers to revel in a golden era they may have otherwise never known. If you haven't experienced the Dragon Quest series yet, now is the time to jump in.